Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to max out your FPS settings for Minecraft to get the best possible settings to get your FPS boosted. Usually my FPS can go up to like 400 when I'm playing a mode such as Underworld. You know, it can go up to 400, and usually it just varies between 200 and 300 for me when I'm not recording, but when I'm recording it's in the hundreds. So yeah, this is some really good stuff to help you get your FPS boosted. So let's get right into it. Now, you do want to have Lunar Client installed for all of this. The Lunar Client is just really easy to install. It gives you a lot of FPS. All you need to install it is to just go look up Lunar Client, click on the first link probably that it says, and then choose your way you want to download it, all of that stuff. Now if we go to settings here in Lunar Client, we'll see your allocated memory. Now your allocated memory is basically like how much memory you allocate to the game, and you don't want to have this super high or else you're going to be using a lot of your memory and it's not going to be the best for performance. I keep mine at 11. That's just because, you know, it works. You could put it at like 6 if you want, but I have a lot of memory to allocate, so I have it up here. I think I'm gonna leave it on 10 for now, just 10.4, whatever, I can't get to 10, but yeah, that's all you need to do. It's just, it depends on whatever your computer is, how good it is, how much memory you have, so you might need to look up some stuff for that steps that caters to you. Once you have all your Lunar Client stuff figured out, you're going to want to go to Minecraft, go to Escape, and then Options and Video Settings. Video settings are very, very important to how much FPS you get in game, so I'm going to run through these all really quick right now. If you want your graphics to be faster, you can put this on fast, but I don't really see a change in FPS when I put it on fancy. So if you want to have it on fancy and your computer isn't that bad, you can put it on fancy. But if you have a really slow computer and you want to put it on fast to get more FPS, you can do that. Smooth lighting level should be off because that's faster. Smooth lighting level off, of course. GUI Scale can be anything, and brightness, I'd recommend putting this on bright. It just makes everything look a bit better. Dynamic lights, you do not need this on, so just leave it off. And yeah, so render distance, you can put this at normal. Tiny is the fastest, but that really doesn't look great for your game, and honestly, when I'm recording, I want it to look good, so I have it usually on 8 or 6, or sometimes I have it on 12, you know? So just put it on 8, and if you want just some normal settings, and yeah, just play around with it, see what works best for you. For max frame rate, I usually have this on unlimited. You can cap it at like 60 if you want to get better performance, but you don't really need to. Most people usually just leave it on unlimited, and yeah. So moving on to view bobbing, that's really just depending on you. It does not do anything really. So I usually leave it off, but you can do whatever you want. Use VBO should be on, alternate block should be on, dynamic FOV should be on if you want to, like, you know, if you want to have the nice sprint effect. Otherwise, if you don't have it on, it doesn't like bounce a little bit before you sprint. So that's all of these settings taken care of. Now let's go ahead and jump right into details. So for details, you're going to want to have clouds off, and you can want to have trees at fast because that's the faster setting for trees. Sky should be off and stars should be on if you want your sky to work. That kind of sounds weird because, you know, you think the sky should be on, but trust me, your sky will stop working if you don't have the sky off and the stars on. Sun and moon, you're going to have them off because it's faster. Fog off, you don't need it. Translucent blocks should be fast. Everything that is a fast setting should be fast. Dropped items should be fast. Vigilance should be fast. Swamp colors, don't need them, turn them off. Cloud high off because we don't have clouds on. Rain and snow, turn it off. Show capes, that doesn't do anything for your performance, so if you want to show your Optifine capes and stuff, yeah, you can have that on. Fog start should be 0.2, that's where the fog starts near the player. It doesn't usually affect performance, but I have it on the lowest setting anyway. Held item tooltips, I don't think it affects performance, but I have it on. Entity shadows are off, alternate blocks are on, and smooth biomes are on. Moving on to animations, you're going to want to just click all off for this one because, you know, if you want the game to look good, yes, you can have these on, some of them, but you don't really need them, so if you want good performance, just leave them off. Moving on to quality, we go to minimap levels. You're going to want to have it to maximum. It doesn't usually affect performance, so you're going to have it at maximum because that smooths the best. I don't even know what this is, just leave it off. Clear water off, you don't really need that. Better grass should be fast, of course. Custom fonts, I don't have it on, but if you have some custom fonts you want to use, yes, you can definitely turn that on. Does not affect performance yet again. Connected texture should be fast. Custom sky should be on if you want your custom sky. And custom entity model should be on. Emissive textures, minimap type should be nearest. This should be off. You don't need this. It's the faster setting, so you need to leave this off. Random entities can be on. Better snow off. Custom colors off. Natural textures off. All of these. Honestly, if you have the custom ones, you can have them on. Just depends on your resource pack. I just have them all off. Now we're going to performance. This is really important. So you're going to want to have smooth FPS on. Fast render on, chunk updates at 1. That's the highest for FPS. This plays with your FPS quite a bit. Render region should be on, smart animations on, smooth world on, fast map on, dynamic updates on, and lazy chunk loading. This does not really look very good. If you turn it off, or if you turn it on, the chunks will load more lazily and you'll get more FPS. But typically when I'm recording, I don't have this on because it just looks sloppy. And finally, we get to other, which is just a whole bunch of this mumbo jumbo. All this stuff really, lagometer and show FPS, you can have that on or off. It does nothing to do with the FPS. Like if you turn this FPS on, it shows your FPS in the corner here. Full screen, usually people have that on, so I think Lunar Client just messes with that, so you can just go ahead and not mess with that one. Weather, yeah, you should have it off if you want it to be faster. I don't really know about this one, but I think you should have it off because, you know, I think this stuff's just 3D and you don't need that, so just turn it off. Debug profiler off. Advanced tooltips should be on. Time, I can just put this all to default. Autosave 45 seconds. This doesn't really render your FPS, so yeah, that's basically it. So there you have it. That's how you get the most out of your performance for the Minecraft settings. Now let's move on to some Lunar Client stuff in game. Okay, so we have the Lunar Client thing open. My key for opening Lunar Client is the one right above tab, but you probably don't have it on that. I don't really know what the default is. You'll have to look into that, or if you know it, just, you know, press it. I'm just rambling at this point. In here, when you click settings, you're going to go to performance, so we can do all our performance stuff. You don't want lazy chunk loading, to be honest. You want this at lowest. Full bright, that makes dark places look bright, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so this max unfocused FPS. When the game isn't in focus, you know, it doesn't matter, just put it at 30. That's the default. It's fine. And this is just what I have for all of this. You might want to look this up a little bit to see, you know, what could be best. But I don't think it really matters that much, so just don't worry about it. And then you have all of these you know, mods, but you don't want to have too many of them on at one time, because then it's gonna make your FPS go down. It's gonna make your game lag and stuff. You just don't want to. You don't want to overrun your game. You don't want it to overwork itself. So just leave ones you don't need off. You don't need all of the, like, you don't need ping and potion counter and waypoints and direction. You don't need all that at once. Just, you know, just leave it off. And then if we go to 1.7 visuals, you can see all this stuff. All this stuff could be on 1.7, but for mechanics, you don't want to have use item while digging on 1.7, because I'm pretty sure Hypixel doesn't allow it, so you want it to have it on 1.8. And there you have it, guys. That is how you maximize your FPS settings for Minecraft. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment down below what you would like to see me do next, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.